Thank you for taking the time to join me this morning.
Oh, sure.
So I'm really interested to try to get to know more about you and how you got to the position you're at today. So you're currently working at Onset Computer, correct?
That's right.
Okay. And can you tell me a bit about your role there?
Oh, sure. So I've been with Onset for almost coming up on 17 years, I think.
Okay.
And currently I'm the Chief Human Resources Officer. I take care of the facilities here as well as the HR function.
Okay.
And I think I've been, in this position for about 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
hmm
And have you always worked within the STEM field?
Yes, always, since my very first job in 1980 something.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Mhm.
And as a female in the STEM field, do you feel empowered to mentor other young students who wish to become a part of the STEM career as well?
Oh, sure. Absolutely. It's always a lot of fun. And I look to try to help folks answer questions and such
Mhm,
when they're trying to make decisions
mhm,
about their education,
mhm.
what it is they like to do, what they see themselves doing in the future. So, sure.
Right, right. And working in HR, you have
Mhm.
interactions with, I'm sure, numerous amounts of other employees. So would you say that Onset is primarily male dominated company, or, what is the diversity like there?
Well, yeah, it's predominantly male whenever you are working, usually in engineering. It's always great to see more
Mhm.
women entering the engineering
Yes.
field.
Yes.
But my entire career has been in technology, and it's just that's the way it's been.
Yeah, this year we hosted STEM Week events, and this year
Mhm.
was See Yourself in STEM, and we really tried to promote the importance of STEM education and STEM careers for all underrepresented populations. So,
Yeah, that's great.
how did you decide to enter HR?
Completely by mistake. I was
Oh,
actually at a at a job fair out in San Jose, California when I moved there, and I had just moved from the Midwest, so I had no
okay.
experience whatsoever. And I was at mostly like a STEM job fair kind of thing,
Wow.
and I felt horrible because nobody wanted to talk to me, and there was probably 300 employers there, and I guess I caught the eye of a junior recruiter, and she felt bad for me.
Did she? Oh,
So they hired me. It was my
that's
first
awesome.
job in San Jose. It was for a disk drive company, and I just fell into it, and I've been in human resources ever since.
Oh, nice. It's funny
hmm
how things work out like that.
Yeah.
um, So with the COVID-19 pandemic, has the HR department changed at all?
Yeah, unfortunately, I am one less. We didn't have the majority of our staff here. Financially, it was a little tough.
Hmm.
So with COVID, I'm kind of the one-man show now.
Gotcha.
And yep, and so a lot of work.
Yeah.
But it has also opened up my eyes to how we really need to support our employees.
Yeah.
We are essential. We were essential through the whole thing. So
Hmm.
not everyone was here working in the facility,
Okay.
but our production folks were.
Hmm.
And I thought it was really important from a leadership perspective to be here with them.
Hmm.
So a lot of us have been here working ever since the whole COVID thing has started. And
Mm.
it's really kind of an eye opener on the things we need to do as an employer to make sure everyone is safe.
Yeah.
So it's been interesting.
Yeah. So you've been in the office throughout the entire time with
Yeah.
everyone else? Yeah.
hmm
And do you foresee any upcoming changes because of the healthcare epidemic at onset, or just kind of going with the flow, kind of taking it day by day?
Yeah, just taking it day by day. I think I'm
Hmm.
more alert or more, I'm not sure what the word is,
Yeah.
looking for changes with the change of the upcoming change of the administration. So that
Yeah.
will absolutely affect all of us in HR.
Right. Right. So I also know you've been very generous with your time in promoting onset computer and STEM education within the region.
Mhm.
So specifically amongst the high schools, is there one particular bit of advice that you would give to a high school student?
Yeah, I think even with my kids, general education right away. Even if you don't know what you're going to do, get those general ed courses out of the way. If you can
Yeah.
do it, close to home at a community college, that's great. It gives
Mhm.
you more time to make the decision. You don't have to be absolutely firm on what you're going to do with the rest of your life, but at least get those general ed courses out of the way.
I agree. And so you've mentioned too, like how stressful the job has been come the pandemic, especially. So what advice could you give on how you kind of unwind and practice self-care?
Yeah, so for me, I hang out with my dogs. We go for walks. I'm not a gym person, and I'm not into yoga or anything like that. I probably should be, but for me, it's just doing what I feel comfortable with, and getting out into nature is really kind of nice for me.
Yeah. The weather has kind of been helpful with that lately. Last weekend was like 70 degrees.
Yeah, it's so unusual.
Seems as winter is holding off a bit. So also, so many companies encourage their employees to give back. So does Onset encourage this as well? And if so, what ways do they?
Oh yeah, so we have a community program here. It's called Give a Day on Onset. And before the pandemic, what we would do would be to go spend some time at a 501c3c nonprofit organization, and any employee can do so. We ask people to get out there and at least spend a day, a calendar year. And a lot of our folks will go to the Born Food Pantry, which we still support, even though we can't physically be there. We always, support them financially, send them some donations and such. With our upcoming Thanksgiving turkey cards we give all of our employees, they'll donate theirs back, and then we match their donation.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. That's really nice. It's nice so that you can still continue to be helpful and donate, even given this circumstances now lately. So
yeah, absolutely.
So kind of wrapping up, did you have a mentor before this job, or do you still have a mentor that you keep in touch with that's kind of helped you along the way, and how they impacted you at all?
I do. I have the world's best mentor. Her name is Beverly, and she is actually a coach and a mentor and a friend, and she has been invaluable. And I think we all could use one, not just a sounding board, but somebody who's, kind of been there, done that. And she's absolutely fantastic, kind of my rock.
Oh, that's amazing. That's awesome to hear. It's good to have that support, especially now. So
absolutely.
That's amazing. Well, that kind of wraps up our questions for now, Laurie. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to meet with me. And I know that the guidance and insight you have given will be really helpful to all the students. So thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Laurie. Have a good rest of your day.